Yesterday, I had the privilege of singing Moses at the Shelby County pastors meet on Monday at Bellevue in one of the fireside rooms, and have lunch and have a sermon and their announcements and all that. And when I walked in the door, a pastor that I know, whose name I cannot say, I, I am so ashamed that I just can't remember names very well. And particularly when I don't see anybody since 1959. he said, the first time I heard you sing was in 1959. We did a revival together in Sledge, Mississippi, in the high school auditorium. I remembered Sledge in the high school auditorium, but I could not remember his name. And he said, not long ago, a man came up and said to me that he was saved in the revival in the high school auditorium in Sledge, Mississippi. And he said, I thought you'd like to know that. Oh, yes, that was wonderful to hear. And then he said, and it was, I think, the year before or the year of, that you sang at a revival at Bellevue where Jack Schuler was the speaker, and Dr. Lee heard you for the first time, and that launched your singing career in the church. I said, that's true. I don't know whether that was 58 or 59. It seemed like it was 58. But anyway, that just warmed my soul, to hear that. And every time I'm in a place where somebody can recall somebody being saved in a revival that we're in, that just blows me away. It makes me so happy. And it makes you feel as if, all these years of doing what you do have somehow come around to be a blessing to somebody. And that's such a thrill. I tell you all the time about when I go to church and where I go to church, and I go to several churches, and I am not. I think it is misunderstood sometimes. I think some people think, in fact, somebody said to me that it is Pharisaical, that it gives the impression that I think I'm a better person or a better Christian than other people because I do that. And I want to explore the word motive because a lot of times when people do things, they have a different motive than what you might think. My motive has been, I think, a godly motive in that I'm trying to say to other older people, I'm 93, and I'm trying to say to older people, you can get up and get dressed and go to church. And actually, it is a social exercise for me. I would not have people around. I go to church to have fellowship with other people, as well as to worship the Lord, as well as to try to give an example to others that you can get up and go. And there are times I don't feel like going, and there are times I don't go. I don't tell you about those. But I just want you to know that my motive is not to say that I'm a better Christian than anybody else at all. It's probably to say that I need church more than most people do. And a worldly nature is often embedded in performers. You have to really watch your ego and your confidence. There's a thin line between ego and confidence, and performers particularly. I don't even like to be called a performer, but I am. That's what I do. And So I want you to pray for me that I will stay in line with God, that I will be humble, that I will be with the right motive, not just for social contact, but for worshiping the Lord when I go to church. I would appreciate that. God bless you today.